The story of success often feels simple in hindsight. A brilliant idea, a splash of funding, and relentless execution. But if you are planning to or have just started your first business, you know the reality is far more complex, brutal, and often confusing. Most articles and advice on starting a company shy away from the hard truths, simply regurgitating the same surface-level information. Our goal is to give you the game plan and clarity you need for what you should truly expect on your journey to success. Starting a business is not for everyone, but if you believe you are destined to be an entrepreneur, this video will help you double-check your existing beliefs and provide the framework for victory. Here are 14 crucial things you need to know when starting a business. Number 1. Talk is cheap. Nobody cares about what you are planning to do until you actually do it. We hear hundreds of pitches from people claiming they plan on launching a company. For every 60 people that say they plan on starting a business, only one actually does it. The rest find excuses, claiming it's not the right time, or whatever other reason they find. The world doesn't run on wishful thinking, it works on people getting things done. Let your work speak for you. Number 2. An idea isn't worth anything before it yields results. Newsflash, ideas are free. Everyone has them, tons of them, and most are actually good ideas. But that doesn't mean they are worth anything. Ideas are worthless unless they are paired with the right execution. Think of it this way. A mediocre idea paired with great execution will become a viable business. Meanwhile, a good idea with poor execution will consume time and resources and yield no positive result. Execution is everything. If you want real feedback on your idea, ask people to front you the money, because everyone says an idea is good until you actually ask them to put their money where their mouth is. You do not need a revolutionary idea to get rich, you just need to execute it better than your competitors. Number 3. Nobody cares about your business more than you. And they never will. Your business is the product of your unique dreams and desires. While you might inspire people to join your cause, no one will ever want this business to succeed as much as you do. This is a really important consideration, especially if you have multiple founders. Every member needs to want it as badly as you do and be willing to give whatever it takes. Partners are excellent if they can fill a void in your skill set, but remember, every person you bring in is slicing up the pie. Number 4. You don't need money to start a business. This is one of the most common beliefs that stops people from starting out, the notion that you need a ton of money. This misconception arises because most people look at the final stage of a company, the part with marketing teams, multiple products, and numerous employees. That is not how businesses start. They start with one person, you, hustling your butt off and growing as the journey progresses. Initially, your main resource is time, and you convert your time into money, which you then use to get more resources. Number 5. Be ready to make sacrifices. Most people start a business because they despise the 9-to-5 and want to be the boss. But they quickly realize that instead of working 8 hours a day, they are now working 16 hours a day every day, including weekends, and barely sleeping at night due to worrying about the future. While creating a successful company leads to a far better life, those rewards do not come for free. The moment you start a business, it must become priority number 1 if you want a shot at success. This often means sacrificing your social circle, seeing family less, and taking a toll on your health. Number 6. Build smart from the beginning. If the foundation of the company is crippled, it doesn't matter how high you plan on going, it's bound to fail. A smart business checks several crucial boxes. First, it doesn't have a demand ceiling, meaning you will always have customers as you grow. Second, every part of your business is replaceable. It must survive if a key employee or supplier decides to leave. Third, your business must be scalable, meaning you have a clear plan on how to increase production as demand increases. Finally, there must be a clear direction for the business, understood by both you and your employees. Number 7, people should free up your time. Don't become an employee in your own business. When you start out, you are the first employee. You must get your hands dirty to understand, optimize, and perfect the system. But once you have the process figured out, break it into smaller systems and find people onto whom you can unload that specific part of the chain. Your employees make sure the engine is running, while you, the founder, hold the steering wheel, focusing on innovation and business growth.
Number 8, fail fast and adapt quickly. You are a novice, so be ready for things to not go according to plan, and realize there are many things you have yet to learn. Think of your journey as constantly gathering data so you can make a more educated decision about the future. 8 out of 10 businesses fail in the first 18 months, typically because they hit a bump so big they quit, or they fail to adapt to their newfound reality. Look at Nokia. They adapted from being a rubber manufacturer into technology, but then failed to adapt quickly to the changing environment of the smartphone, almost bankrupting the company. Be willing to fail faster and adapt quicker. Number 9, long-term success depends on resource management. Life is a lot like a strategy game. You have several resources at your disposal: your time, your willpower, your ability to work, money, and contacts. Your challenge is to make the most out of the hand you've been dealt. Many undervalue time, yet we are all dealt the same 24 hours in a day. The best players are strategic with how they use everything they have at their disposal. If you are disciplined enough, you can get out of any hole and start building yourself a ladder toward the sky. Number 8, fail fast and adapt quickly. Number 9, long-term success depends on resource management. Life is a lot like a strategy game. You have several resources at your disposal: your time, your willpower, your ability to work, money, and contacts. Your challenge is to make the most out of the hand you've been dealt. Many undervalue time, yet we are all dealt the same 24 hours in a day. The best players are strategic with how they use everything they have at their disposal. If you are disciplined enough, you can get out of any hole and start building yourself a ladder toward the sky. Number 10, the right mentor is worth 10 years of struggles. They have walked the road you are on right now. They know where the potholes are and what lies up ahead. You would be a fool not to leverage their knowledge. Think of mentors like power-ups. Things get much easier when you have one. However, remember that talk is cheap and ideas are worthless without action. A good mentor will want to see results and traction first. They won't waste their time betting on a horse they have never seen run before. Number 11, there are no shortcuts to any place worth going. Don't try to cheat the game because it is hard. Avoid jumping from shiny thing to shiny thing, looking to get rich quick. Real value comes from putting in the work and building a solid foundation, laying brick next to brick until you put together your dream. If you're trying to cheat the game, you're just cheating yourself. Number 12, keeping your head down and grinding is what will make or break you. The only thing you are in complete control over is yourself. It's easy to get initial results and let it get to your head, but there is a difference between winning a battle and winning the war. You should be playing the long game, returning to the trenches day in and day out until you have achieved the life you started all of this for. Success is simply the sum of small actions repeated every day for extended periods of time. Stay humble, keep learning, and keep your eyes fixed on that goal. Number 13, sales solve all of your problems. Sales are the gas to your machinery. Without it, you're just left with a pile of scrap metal. As a new entrepreneur, it is easy to get sidetracked by marketing, branding, and social media presence. They all help, but that is not what keeps the lights on. Your job is to bring money from the marketplace into your company and use it to grow. Need better equipment? Get more sales so you can afford one. Getting paid should be your number one priority. Number 14, raise capital from investors only when you can't do it by yourself. Mark Cuban has a great saying: the first time you raise money, that's the first time you lost because you were unable to do it organically. Having access to capital is amazing, but it should not be your main focus. Instead, spend all your energy improving your product and getting sales so you don't need an investor taking a large chunk of your business. There are strategic moments when a business can no longer grow without external capital, but a new company should bootstrap, get creative, and figure it out yourself. That process will teach you more about your business than anything else. Now that you know these crucial steps, remember, a business without an end game is headed nowhere. Define why you are building this, when you know you have made it, and what your goals are. All your actions must align with this goal, giving you the focus needed to check off those boxes and achieve success.